once more for the Dick and Night Show on rtvzone.com. What do I have to play? Oh, our guest tonight, James Ryan, Big Brother 6, All-Stars, and he got all butthurt because they didn't give him credit for winning enough POVs. He won 4 POVs and threw one to his girlfriend, Sarah, at the time, which gives him 5, but not official, right? Am I right? You're looking like all confused there.
I just wanted to clarify ex-girlfriend Sarah because I still get morons who are like, are you and Sarah still together? And I'm like, are you still fucking retarded? The answer is yes to both.
I knew that you weren't together when I saw Sarah fucking Mike from my season at my
I thought that was amazing. I was like, please get this crazy girl away from me. I was like, I used to call Mike and be like, please marry her. But unfortunately, it did not work.
Sorry. Also, we have June, winner of Big Brother 4. Very underrated winner and is in contention for the most weight gain in a season with Jordan and
Holla!
Also, we have the diabolical super genius, Matt Hoffman, who had a segment on tonight because Rachel's family wouldn't do it. So Matt and Reagan were the family segment. And our very special guest this evening, Shannon Elizabeth. A full-blown movie star, and I think you're still the most well-known for the foreign exchange student in American Pie. Am I wrong? You're never going to get away from that, right?
Never.
No, I won't. I probably won't, but it's okay. I don't mind. It's good to be known for something, right?
Appropriately on a webcam again, too, which works out well.
Exactly. Right back to where I started.
Yeah. It all comes full circle.
Matt, you have your sock.
I thought Eric was the one that used the sock.
I thought Drew did.
Drew. Who the hell is Drew? Drew. I see. I forgot all about Drew. That one in season 5. He was like watching Drew was like watching paint dry. The guy was like horrible. Somebody's just texting me. Let's see who it is. Someone just texted me right now, and they said America picked Brendan. It's Danielle from season 3 in All Stars. There is no fucking way America picked Brendan to enter this house. The game is fixed.
Tell her to put down her martini.
Yeah, get a fucking webcam.
We sent her a webcam. I don't know where the hell it went, but she didn't get it. We're trying to track it down.
She probably sold it.
Is that product placement right there, Dick? It's a great value.
No, I'm just like dying of thirst. But we're actually working on a deal with BlackBerry right now.
Nice.
So hopefully we'll all have BlackBerries with service. I don't know about you in Belgium there, June.
Oh.
How about BlackBerry playbooks? Nobody uses a BlackBerry anymore.
I'm not talking shit about BlackBerry because we might be in a deal with them. And I'm not talking shit about production because I'm still under contract.
But we'll talk shit about everybody else.
Everything and everyone else. Okay, first and foremost, does LaJuan now carry the crown for the dumbest motherfucker to ever walk in the Big Brother house? Does he take it away from Shannon Elizabeth's good friend, Marcellus?
Exactly what I thought you were. It's a good question. I think he does take it because he was so proud of himself for.
Oh my God.
Marcellus didn't quite answer cocky enough, and LaJuan was so confident that he was going to have a superpower and come back blazing that it just made him look even worse. I mean, it's one thing to volunteer yourself. It's another to become a total moron in the diary room even. You have all the freedom in the world to say, maybe I made a mistake, and he's still so confident.
And it wasn't just volunteering to go on the block. It was volunteering to go home. Because I'm going to come back like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm going to be stronger than ever and help Luke Skywalker blow up the Death Star.
Ever. He knew he was going to be the best actor and win an Oscar on this.
Oh, God. Yeah. And Shelley called him out within 5 minutes of him being in the backyard saying that LaJuan never cusses unless he's lying. The last time he was lying, he was cussing in the backyard. He's cussing now. I think he's full of shit. So, obviously, the Oscar does not go to LaJuan. How must this guy really, what must have been going through his head when he saw that he had to face off with Brendan? And he just had to be like, oh my fucking God. I know I saw the faces of every one of the past house guests that had a chance to come back in here. And she said, you have to battle against LaJuan. And they went, woo, I'm coming back.
Exactly.
I mean, really.
he doesn't know what hit him. He just seemed like such a deer caught in the headlights that he did not realize he was on a show, he was evicted from a show. He doesn't know what happened to him.
I think he's just going to be figuring that in the next 2 hours when he's ordering room service from the hotel.
Yeah, and I think calling him a deer in headlights is like a disservice to deer all over the place.
So now I have a question though. Do you think, I mean, yes, he's a moron. That is, I mean, that's a given. But isn't Kalia dumber because she just sent home a person from her alliance
Wait,
and now brought
hold
back?
on. And I don't want to discount the fact that Danielle goes right in there with her. Okay? You know,
And she should know better.
James, you're doing Danielle's Twitter. You guys are good friends. She's my daughter, even though we don't talk. She's playing like shit.
She's never
even watched the show.
Do you think that she could have turned it around, though? I mean, Kalia was pretty convinced, and the people in her fucking photos are the ones telling her what to do. So Danny's fucking outnumbered 4-5 to 1. I don't think Danny could have done anything. But she could have voted fucking Rachel out.
Well, you could have put Jordan up to begin with.
Yes. And you know what I would have done? I would have, when I sat down and talked to Jeff, and Jeff said, if I'm going to win that POV, and I'm going to come back, and I'm this, and I would have just said, listen, motherfucker, you win the POV, you take yourself off, your chick is going up. So if I was you, I would shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and start campaigning, period.
Yep, exactly.
You got anything to say, Matt, or you just kind of...
This is like so fucking insane to even talk about this whole week in the house. It's like some sort of Big Brother nightmare. I think Lawan, they catered the competition to him as best they could, having all those balls everywhere, and he still fucked it up. Brendan,
very nice.
It was the whole week was just an abysmal failure. It was hard to watch, and I'm not the greatest player, admittedly, of Big Brother, and it was even tough for me to get through, man. It was just a fucking shitty
You know,
week.
you guys keep talking about how bad all these people did. I know you guys aren't big fans of her, but how about giving Rachel some credit for talking them into it? Because
Rachel's great. Rachel's playing the best this season.
Rachel didn't talk them into it. And that's one thing that I wanted to talk about because people gave me shit in the last show about not bringing this up. Rachel did not do that. It was Shelly. And Shelly got fucked on the edit in the show last night because they did not give Shelly one bit of credit for coming up with this plan in the first place and putting it into motion. She's the one that went up to Kalia. She's the one that suggested Portia go up. Portia took it all on her own. She took the ball and ran with it. And she said, let's not put up Portia, who's really not in our alliance anyway. Let's put someone who is in our alliance up there to kill our fucking numbers even more.
Yeah, it was Shelly.
Yeah, Shelly was the one that did it. Rachel wasn't even told that she was safe. Jeff and Jordan were trying to keep it. Jeff, Jordan, and Shelly were trying to keep it from her because she has such a big fucking mouth that they didn't want her acting all happy and letting Kalia and Danielle know that shit wasn't going their way. So
well,
Rachel
now her big fucking mouth is going to be all over Brendan tonight.
Can you believe that Kalia, they showed a shot of Kalia, Kalia the Hutt saying that people in this house can't keep their mouth closed. And I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, this chick never shuts the fuck up. She goes from one person to the next and tells everything to everyone.
Well, that's how Shelly is. How close is Shelly to getting busted? Every week I'm like, this is the week she's going to get busted, and it never happens. Like, it's got to be right there.
Any other season, she would have been called out week 2.
Yeah.
It would have been
absolutely.
Like Ronnie, she would have been up in the room crying by herself. But not this season.
Does she smell in real life, Dick? Does she like stink at all? She looks like someone that stinks.
Shelly was very, very nice. I have nothing bad to
say.
I
didn't ask you she's nice. I'm just curious.
I wasn't like going and doing a crotch sniff or anything like that.
Would that turn you on, Matt? Is that what you're asking for?
A little bit, maybe. A little musty, I would imagine.
I'm letting you know right now, I'm looking at the feeds and everyone is in the have-not room celebrating. Portia is actually, she's just leaving Danielle. Danielle looks like her best friend just died. We were talking about Danielle and June said something about it was Kalia's fault, so on and so forth. Part of this is Danielle's fault. Danielle cannot convince anyone of anything because when she goes to like convince someone or not even manipulate them, but just let them know what her plan is, she appears so transparent that it comes off as this is what's best for me. This is what's best for me. This is what's best for me. Instead of, giving these people like This is why this idea is best for you. This is how it's going to help you get farther in the game. This is how it's going to help our alliance. It's all about helping me. That's why Jeff and Jordan, Rachel and Brendan started comparing notes. That's why Kalia didn't buy into her bullshit this week when she was trying to convince her of something. Danielle has the look on her face like she was just kicked right in the crotch. And it's like the whole camera's just on her. Anyhow, let's move on.
I feel like I got kicked in my crotch.
Did you and Davey have sex last night?
I don't know. Well, yeah, because I'm ovulating.
Nice to know. Shannon's all laughing away. Let me go before we get too diverted here. We have an Adam clip that I have to show because it just makes me laugh so fucking hard. And most of you guys, well, half of you weren't here, and probably people watching out there didn't get a chance to go. Roll the Adam clip.
Roll it.
This is with the new haircut and shave of the beard.
There once was a town that worked so hard, there was just no time for play. But that all changed on this one particular day.
That's awesome. That's the bus that is running over every Big Brother house guest right now.
Are we getting sponsored by Six Flags?
Yeah, we should be getting some free tickets for that.
That might
I
end
thought
up
it
being his next real job, actually.
yeah, you never know. After he did his little elf dance, I don't know if he could pull off the Six Flag old man dance. That was like, that was quite a bit of a work there.
He wants so badly to be known after this, too.
Oh my God. You know, I think it was James that, wasn't it you that said something on Twitter about, was it you or somebody else that said something about forced eccentricity? Was that you?
I've been making fun of him since day one.
Well, the whole
yes,
thing
because I
with
compared him to like all these older house guests that want to come in and pull a Mike Boogie, you know, and it's just, you have to have a certain personality. You can't force it. And that's exactly what this man is doing. And it's an embarrassing thing.
Well, and he'll go to any extreme to be remembered, it seems like. That's what the whole shaving beard is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, crap.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing like in the diary rooms and shit is one thing, but like he pulls that shit off on the live shows, and that's when you know he's just way out there at that point. Cause
dude, he did it. Like, I'm not kidding you when I'm telling you this. The second fucking day in the house, I wanted to punch him in the face. I did. I've heard enough about Tori Spelling already. I've heard enough about his obsession with bacon. I watched the guy eat. He cooked 4 fucking pounds of bacon. Yeah. And I think I had like 3 pieces. Jeff had 2. He ate like over 3.5 pounds of fucking bacon in one sitting.
Sounds so good.
And him reenacting like every single Big Brother scene. He fell into the pool 25 times with the Jerry voice, and I'm just like, oh my God, dude, I'm gonna fucking drown you by the end of the season.
It's
I
like
can't
living
take
with
it.
Howie.
Yes, I could see Howie. I would want to kill too, with the Jedi shit and the boobies and all the other, and especially after he gave his HOH to Maggie. I seriously would have weighted him down and.
I don't remember that week. What happened?
Yeah, whoops. It's kind of like what happened this week. It's almost a replay. Am I wrong?
She took down her entire alliance this week.
And that's the exact same thing that Howie did in
Howie
season
gave
6.
the numbers to the other side going into sequester. From that moment, it was done.
I was very upset that they didn't play the HOH tonight. I'm like, they're running out of time. They're running out of time. And I'm like, son of a bitch. You know that they're going to have to do it tonight, and that's why they had all the curtains up in the backyard, because they're going to go back out there as soon as they clear off the little ball rolling competition. They're going to have them go back out there, do the HOH. And on the feeds tonight, we're going to know who the HOH is. My prediction is Danielle and Kalia on the block. Shannon, who do you think? I don't even care who's HOH.
I mean, it depends. It absolutely depends on who wins. If it's what if it's a stamina thing? Danielle has a great chance of winning it.
I don't know.
It really depends on who the producer.
There's nothing set up like that, though.
Yeah, but even at this point, if Danielle or Kalia win, they'll put themselves up anyway because they're making the stupid moves ever.
There's another twist coming, they're convinced of.
We should put ourselves up in the
That'll
first
throw
ever.
everybody off.
Fucking A, are you serious?
You know,
Do you guys think Jim and Wayne right now are like ripping LaJuan a new one? Like, you know, they're sitting there in the hotel with the two cops. You know they're sitting there right
oh my
now.
God, you know their names.
Yeah. I know. Oh no, we stayed friends. I had to sign autographs for one of them's wives, and I was like, you know, they're sitting in there right now. And
I was like, who the hell is he talking about? So you
like,
guys know when you when you leave,
they're cool.
They're
They
still
rip on you.
responsible for you for that day. So when you go and you sleep in a hotel that night, you have to sleep with the adjoining door open, and there's a couple undercover cops, like plainclothes cops, in the next room. So after I won, I told these motherfuckers, if I was you, I would stay in your room. I haven't even jerked out for 3 months, and you guys are going to get like squirt in the eye. So I would just stay in my room if I was you.
Lawan's going to be like buzzing their room, like wanting to go to the diary room. It's like, too late, motherfucker.
Don't you have to talk to a therapist when you come out of there? Don't you think
Very
LaJuan's
briefly.
going to have to be with that therapist for quite a while?
He's still crying right now.
He's still there right now.
He's going to be there for a couple days.
Like days,
How long do you really think it's going to take for it to sink in that exactly what he did and now he's at home? Is it going to be like a couple days, you think?
I think it's a good week or two.
I think it's going to be until he watches the first show when he's out of the
It's gonna
house.
be 5 years. 5 years from now, he's going to be working at Denny's talking about, can you believe when I fucking set myself home?
Yeah. I like the irony that he was wearing an Ivy League sweatshirt too for such a fucking bumblehead move that he did.
He thought
Did
it
he
said
really
y'all
go
on
to
that.
Yale?
Oh, I
He
fucking
said
hope he
y'all.
didn't go to Yale.
No, he got that sweatshirt at the Salvation Army. That's where he shops.
Well,
He was
you're
like-
not allowed to wear collegiate gear, though, unless
Yes,
you
you
No,
want
you
it.
are allowed to
You're
wear
in
collegiate.
college. If
I
you're
think
in
you
the
had to go
college,
there.
I thought.
No,
That
you
was
can
the way
wear
they told-
you
so
can
they
wear
told
college
us.
gear. You can't wear professional sports stuff. So that was like the big ooh. So what the hell was LaJuan thinking that there was a special power? Really? What kind of special power? Do you think that like Julie Chen was going to come in and put a crown on him and a robe, give him a scepter, and tell him he can evict whoever he wants?
I think
What's
No,
that,
I'm
James?
convinced.
This was a Pandora's box.
No way.
He just convinced himself and forgot that.
Oh, I'm losing Shannon here.
Oh, you lost me?
Say it again.
You lost me, or am I there?
No, you're here
You're
now.
here.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying I think he just convinced himself that this was like a Pandora's box, and he was going to come back with all these great things, and he forgot that he didn't really know what he was talking about.
I don't understand how people all the former house guests that were in there, Jeff and Jordan, Rachel, were all saying, you vote me out and I'm coming right back. You know, they're so sure. And this freaked out Kalia. What an idiot. What an idiot. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's beyond my scope of understanding. If it's me, you play the game as if there's no fucking twist, and you deal with it when you're dealt the cards. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you can
really
never
hard to watch. It's really hard to watch because Big Brother Beyond the television show is a game, and as you know, we are all gamers. Maybe not Matt, as we are all gamers here. Like, it's really hard to watch. It's really hard to watch from a game perspective.
Yeah, it really is. And to see Danielle and know that Danielle has, she thinks strategy. I mean, we sat in 4 years ago and talked strategy for hours and hours and hours. How she could even consider this a good move is just beyond my understanding. I mean, it's just beyond my understanding. She's made 2 enormous, horrible moves in this game that are going to cost her the game.
And actually, there was Danny's move that kind of fucked up this whole game when putting up or doing the whole Jeff Jordan thing, because that's when everything broke down and was just like, shit.
Yeah,
Well,
it
it's
fucked
coming
the
back to
season up.
bite her.
All she had to do was sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, carry the golden key, be friends with everybody, be nice to everyone. She was sitting at number 1 spot, and she, like, the cable on the elevator broke, and she went to the basement in 2 seconds, splat. I mean, her game was over like that quick. It was
She
just
keeps saying
stupid.
She needs to make bold moves. For some reason, she doesn't feel like she can just sit back and let other stuff happen. She wants to be known for something. So she's trying to make these bold moves, and now she's
She got
convinced
that.
same thing.
Yeah, it's just been terrible gameplay. Instead of, wouldn't it be a better idea getting out of my shadow by winning rather than trying to make these big moves that is just these big horrible moves that are not well thought out whatsoever. And
I think they're scared of being called floaters. They're so scared of being called that they're doing all these things to not be a floater.
I'd rather be called a floater than be called a loser. Like, seriously, are you trying to win
kidding.
this game or what?
Yeah, I would rather be called a winner. You could call me whatever the fuck you want as long as I got the check into my bank account. And I have been called plenty, trust me. So is June, by the way. Okay, let's go to my favorite clip just for shits and giggles here.
Yay!
Oh, is this where she trips?
Oh, it was awesome.
One more time. That wasn't enough. We need more Rachel.
Harder, baby. Rachel.
I gotta say, the editors are really good on this show. The way they do the clip, the music, and everything. It's done.
I'm glad you like it. It is a lot of work, and they hardly get any credit. Trust me on that. I was just yelling at somebody today. I was yelling at Pat today. I'm like, dude, stop telling me you can give me something if you can. I wanted the picture of Lawan, and I wanted a picture of Marcellus, and I wanted the crown to boop, be gone off of Marcellus's head and boop right onto Lawan's head. And we couldn't get it done in time, so we're gonna have to have that for the next episode.
How happy is Marcellus right now to be like totally just alleviated of that 10-year burden he's had on
I'm
his
gonna
shoulders?
text Marcellus right now. And see
Marcellus said he doesn't care anymore.
He was sending
Oh,
out
he
angry tweets.
cares.
Oh, of course.
Comparisons.
When you're known for that and that alone for like 10 years, I mean,
Yeah.
I know that when in my finale, in my rap party, Marcellus came up to me and he was like, I couldn't believe you kept bringing me up, and they played it over and over and over where I was talking about Mike making a stupider move than Marcellus even made. And he was like, genuinely annoyed with me for like saying that in the diary room and then playing it over and over and over. So don't let Marcellus bullshit you. It still bothers him. By the way, when I met Shannon the first time, of course, I wasn't on Big Brother. I met Marcellus at an event that you put on at the Key Club. It was for some type of animal thing. It was a rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first charity event for my animal rescue.
I went to that.
A long time ago. That would have been 2001, probably.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
What were you? Who were you with? Marcellus?
No,
Were you with Marcellus, Dick?
No, actually, I wasn't. But that's where I met Marcellus for the first time. And it was towards the end of the night, and I think it was downstairs, and I ran into Marcellus, and I was just like, hey, I really liked you on Big Brother 3. I think it was before All-Stars or any of that stuff, because that was quite a while ago. And I got to meet you briefly, and nobody knew who the fuck I was, nor did they care, so I just went about my way and got drunk.
Usual.
But I think you had like Vince Neil there that night. There was like some rockers that played, right?
Yeah. We had a really good lineup.
Yeah, that's why I ended up going. I didn't care about the animal thing. I was there for the show.
Marcellus, I just asked him, are you watching Big Brother? And he says, no, but I'm getting inundated with Twitter. Poor Lawan. So I guess
you can't even say poor Lawan. It's not like a Marcellus situation where Marcellus trusted a Christian virgin, and Marcellus trusted, who the hell else was it? A mother, a wife, so on and so forth in Danielle, and trusted what the hell was his name? Why am I not Joshua? Is it Josh? Season 3. Come on, who's the virgin guy?
Jason.
Jason.
The weather dude.
Yeah. Who's now a weather dude in the middle of who knows fucking where. Let's talk about. Okay, here's one thing I wanted to bring up. From the beginning when I was in the house, is everyone familiar with majority rules? The HOH competition majority rules.
Fucking
where it's you pick an A or B Has they done that yet this season? I don't think so, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, we were waiting for it when I was in there, and the plan was for the vets to go with B on every goddamn question. That way we had the majority no matter what the fuck the question was. And that's what they're planning on doing this time as well. So I don't
think we're going to get one of those because it's such a bullshit competition. It's usually one of those like early fluff competitions, and I think we're too deep in the season to even see it.
I think it's just
earlier. They did it earlier, but it was America's
like an America
voting, so they
thing,
found a loophole around it. So
Well, that was almost like the POV competition that it was in my season when they had the motorcycles, where you had to guess the closest to the percentage of people that said something.
Well, how about season 9 where the hamsters were the,
Oh, dude, you can't even. That just kills me. If you're not familiar with that was the question was,
how many
is there another secret, a secret relationship in the house? And the answer truly was no, but they said the answer was yes. Then they came back and put in the Chinese food like a day later that the secret relationship in the house was the guinea pigs. Which
and
just
the guinea pigs were in the Chinese food.
They actually were. They were the Chinese food.
Me like cat.
That and Sharon from season 9 who got screwed on that question. Were you guys here when I called her up? She was in the hospital, answered the phone. She had a baby like hours before. And she's like, I would love to do your show, but I'm in the hospital right now. I don't know if I'd be able to do it today. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She's in the process of delivering, as you call it.
Hold on, I got another contraction. Ah! What was that question, Dick? Okay, Kalia in the diary room saying she has no regrets. Who believes this now?
Yeah, not anymore.
Well, she doesn't until the new HOH is crowned, and then she's like, oh, I fucked myself.
Okay, let's talk about Matt's segment here. We'll let Matt start before I start ripping on it.
Reagan segment, you mean?
Yeah, it was basically Reagan's segment with his girlfriend, Matt. Go ahead.
I'm all man, baby.
Well, he said that he's waiting for you to propose to him or something, right?
I don't know. He's the bottom. I just do my thing.
Yay!
That was that was a pretty ridiculous segment. It was it was taped over like a very long span of time from like weeks ago, and then they went back and I think they did more shit with Reagan. So I was kind of like the show. The only shot I was in was me going like, "Oh, this is my favorite thing ever," and it was actually Rachel in the Bushes, which is still my favorite thing ever, probably on all of Big Brother. And then it ended up being like Rachel doing something else. So that was my.
When they put on the TV when you're supposed to be watching it.
Yeah.
Wait, production doesn't manipulate things.
They just change out the clip on the television.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, how about this this whole love affair that Reagan's having with Rachel now? I see him on Twitter defending her all the time. It makes me laugh. He got all butthurt because I was like ripping on her. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Well, look, Rachel is defendable, I think, because she's like probably one of the better players this season, which is sad to say. Kalia, Reagan's defense of Kalia makes no fucking sense to me at all. Anyone that defends Kalia is crazy. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Reagan's strategies and his allegiances to current players. But I think Rachel's all right. I think she's doing good this season. And I think Brendan coming back in the game fucked her game. I think she would have gone way further and done way better if she just fucking stayed the fuck alone and let her play her thing. Because now she's going to get all batshit crazy again.
Yeah, they're horrible together. They're absolutely
horrible. They are the worst. And it screws her game up. It screws
all they do is they just feed each other. He's like, oh, my fiance, babe, my babe.
How come you don't have? How come you never have Reagan on the show?
Reagan's doing Super Pass, and Super Pass has a
gag
order up their ass. Yeah, so far as like I'm concerned, because I work for Super Pass, they fucked me over. I threatened them with a lawsuit, and they won't talk to me anymore. And they don't want anybody doing anything that's doing with them to do with us. And honestly, it's no big loss. Sorry, Reagan. I saw your show Schooled, and it wasn't that good, bro. And who the fuck is Spicy Pants? And who really cares? And I want to see the Miss. Somebody asked me what season Missy was on, and I said Missy couldn't fit through the fucking front door.
Oh, Missy's nice.
Who the fuck is Missy?
Missy is a sweetheart.
This is like Gretchen Massey doing house calls, where nobody gave a fuck about her.
Yeah, why the fuck was she ever employed?
Exactly. I could understand Marcellus. Marcellus could have had a number of past house guests as co-hosts, and it would have been a much better show.
Yeah.
Gretchen never even watched the goddamn show.
Can we get back to Twitter and talk about Julie Chen now having a Twitter?
Chen's got Twitter, yeah.
And
Why? Who
and
cares?
June's just so all over the Chen bot.
Are you guys following her? Because I'm not.
I am.
I'm not.
Well,
Like
she
her
just
poor
started it.
assistant.
Shannon's finding
She just
it right now
started
to
it
follow.
like today or yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Are her
she has
tweets-
like 15,000 followers or something. It's
Are her
great.
tweets as terrible as her questions to the house guests?
Well, she's not writing her tweets. It's her poor personal assistant, as if
Yeah, it
they
has
don't
to be.
have enough to do.
Well,
They
and
probably
you know
sent
what?
out an executive order demanding everyone from CBS follow her.
Well, and
know
what
it
they
now.
want, what they're going to do is they're going to be doing live tweeting with her during the shows. Guaranteed, just like Probst does with Survivor, and now they have Mark Burnett did with Expedition Impossible, and Allison Grodner was doing with Big Brother, but nobody follows Allison, nobody really cares. So that's when they're like, okay, Julie, you have to have a Twitter. Don't worry, you don't have to do it. I'm looking at Rachel and Brendan riding horseback on each other around the living room now.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like, honestly, I can't. I don't know.
What the
Fuck!
They
If I
must
wasn't
be
doing
doing
this
HOH.
fucking blog, I wouldn't watch anymore, honestly. I can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
it really makes me ill as well. What is up with who the fuck shaved a thing in the side of Brendan's head? I think that he was hanging out with the Jackass guys in Sequester, and one of them came up with a with a shaver and shaved. He has like a big patch out of the side of his head.
He was probably trying to spell Rachel on the side of his head and fucked up.
You're
No.
probably right. You're probably
I
right.
heard he was trying to sneak out the window to try to get a Skype connection, and he fell and busted his head.
He was actually shaving in Buki. Or what's he called? Buki.
Boo-hoo.
How pissed would you
can't.
be to be in sequester for 28 days all for nothing if you're Keith just sitting around waiting? Like,
No kidding. People don't understand. You're locked in a hotel room. Is this like production stuff I'm not allowed to talk about?
Probably.
You're locked in a
one thing,
hotel room.
You're locked in a hotel room with
Okay, go ahead.
nothing. They'll give you a PlayStation 1 or some movies from like 1970s through 1984. And it's just the most excruciatingly boring time you could ever possibly imagine.
You're not
sometimes
allowed to
they-
leave the room.
Yeah, sometimes they tape the outside of your room so that they
To
know
see
if you tried to get out
yeah,
and shit.
like this, like James Bond or something. I saw that this last time. I was like, what the fuck you guys doing?
Like they
But last
tape that
season,
shit.
my season, they sequestered our first 3 evictees in hopes of maybe bringing them back or something. Chenbot fucked it up. That's a whole other
Fucked it
story, though. But those people actually went to like separate houses. They weren't stuck in a hotel room. So like Annie was first. She was sitting in like a nice little place for a while, which is way better than that shitty hotel room.
You're still not allowed to leave. You're still not allowed to watch television. You can't have
Yeah, that
newspapers,
sucks.
magazines, nothing at
well,
all. I mean, nothing at all.
Well, you know
Okay.
Keith was jacking off the whole time. Portia!
Keith was
Instead of
flow charting
giving
his
him
new
movies.
alliance.
What's that, Shannon?
Instead of giving him movies, they probably just gave him porn to make him happy.
Or they gave him like a flip fucking phone and like he taped himself.
This
Sorry,
poor
I can't.
bastard. This
Go
poor
ahead,
bastard is like really. I mean, he's a Christian youth minister.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really was in some. I mean, I was in almost as long as he was, and he just came out with a really bad rep, man.
Yo, religious people are freaks. I taught Sunday school for like 10 years. Hello.
Oh, you were getting.
I'm now married one of your students.
She was actually a Catholic school priest.
Fucking A. Come here.
All right, so let's do. Who do you think is in the best position in the house? Let's go around the horn. Shannon.
Jordan. Everyone seems to like Jordan still. Nobody cares that she's won before. Nobody's
Nope.
worried about that.
Nobody sees her as a threat.
Kalia promised she'd never put her up, so everyone's just kind of like she's not. She's fine.
I don't think that Kalia will have the opportunity to put her up again. James, who do you think's in the best spot?
I think it's a toss-up. I think Jordan is in a great spot. Shelly's in a good spot because she seems to make everybody hate each other, and that's the key to keeping the target off yourself. But one slip up and she's done. So maybe Jordan, even Portia. I mean, she's just kind of like
People
Allison.
forget
Shit,
Portia's
Adam.
even in the goddamn
Exactly.
house.
You forget
When they're
Adam's in
talking
there
about
also.
votes and stuff, I've heard them like adding up votes, and then Adam turns around and he goes, "Everybody always forgets Portia," and that's how she's going to end up slipping through. Matt,
Is
what
that
do you
what
think?
Janelle taught her?
Yeah, Jordan's definitely in the
got
best
it.
position, and it would have been Rachel if Brendan didn't come back, but it's Jordan easily. There's no one else even in kind of a good position at this point, I don't think.
Who do you think is going to be the first duo busted up? You think that Rachel and Brendan's going to be busted up first again, or you think it's going to be Jeff and Jordan this time?
Well, it'll be Rachel and Brendan because Jeff is playing the right game for this season in the sense his whole game is based on intimidation, and this whole house is such full of pussies that they buy into it all the time. So it's going to keep working. He'll just keep threatening them. They'll keep listening and backing down, and Rachel.
You know what? But you said that about my season, and you said my season was full of pussies.
Your
Your season was.
Your season was full of pussies too.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, and they were idiots. And nobody
Ours
knew about the
were
game.
idiots. Ours were idiots, but they weren't pussies. They were just morons.
And a bottom.
What time do we got here? Let's start some video mailbags, and then we'll we'll get this rolling here.
I gotta watch one of
video-
these creepy things and then bounce. I
Oh, come on, you like these
Where do you
creepy
have to
things.
go?
We have some really good ones. We have this one.
Yep.
We have this one black girl that really put some thought into these video mailbags.
Oh, I love her.
And she has been awesome. I can't remember her name. She's just that one black girl. Are we rolling video mailbag? La-di-da. Oh, and here she is.
Night. Vegas! Woo! Vegas! Sequence! Vegas! Brendan! Are you watching Brendan? Woo! Beyonce! Beyonce! Everybody's against me. Everybody! Oh! Everybody! Even production! They always give me a bad edit. I don't get it. Where do they get all their endless material from? Oh, everybody. Dick at night. You're against me. Oh. My question today is, do you think that Rachel would have been better off if she, A, never ever applied for Big Brother, or B, never ever met Brendan, or C, both? I'm shooting for both. What do you think? Thanks, guys.
I think that was a great Rachel, except she didn't have the zit cream all over her face.
That's right.
funny.
That's right.
That chick's
And-
funny.
I'm going to say for the next one, can you please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and your name, so we don't have to call you the black girl, okay? But we love you. We love your video mailbags. You rock.
Are we gonna like campaign for her, lobby for her in the lobby of CBS so that she's on the next season?
Actually, she would probably be very entertaining.
I like Black Rachel.
She would have my vote.
She would have beat Luan in their competition for sure.
So her question
Anybody
was, would Rachel be better off not being on Big Brother, not meeting Brendan, or both? I would say A, because A does encompass B, and I know that Rachel feels this really fucked her life up, but she can't stop wanting the attention, and I think that she's going to be going through serious withdrawals when CBS is done with her, which is going to be as soon as she's voted out.
You mean after the
it's
wedding?
all over.
No, seriously, what's gonna happen to her? Like, this
It's
is
going to
some
be...
sad shit. She's never
Yeah.
gonna get a decent job ever again.
She actually said that she was worried about that. So
She hasn't had a job since last season.
Right.
No, I think she'll do other reality shows. She'll eventually...
VH1 is always there.
Charm School.
Porn.
She'll do any reality show probably will take her. And I like Rachel, but that's
Celebrity
probably-
Rehab.
Outside the house, I like her too.
She's a lot more normal outside the house, honestly. It's very strange.
No, you know what it is? Let me tell you exactly what it is. It's not so
Really
much
quick, I gotta
normal.
bounce.
It's that
I gotta bounce from getting text.
James, thanks for coming in.
you, guys.
Appreciate it.
I
And we'll
did.
talk to you soon.
All right, guys,
Bye,
have
James.
fun.
Hey, James.
What it is that you're not privy to seeing her run in the bushes and cry or go into the purple room and lose her shit with Brendan. This shit happens at home all the time.
Yeah.
When some old bum on the street says, you're a skanky whore, she's a fucking mess for 2 weeks, and Brendan has to put her back together. But you're not privy to see this because there's no cameras there.
Well, I spent a full day with just Brenchel, me and Brenchel outside the house, and I spent a summer with Brenchel in the house. So I can pretty safely say that the Brenchel outside the house, alone with it, is totally, they're different. They're totally different people, I think. I think they are. Pretty normal. In a weird way.
I bet their fights are exactly the same. Behind closed doors.
Like, petty, you know. They're a little stupid. They're like an old married couple. They're funny. They're quirky. I'd put a camera in the house and watch them, I guess.
I hate you, Matt.
I know. Why? Why did you hate me so much?
Listen, these are the same people that watch. Shannon and Matt both watch Jerry Springer, don't you?
I've been on Jerry Springer 3 times.
Haven't in 10 years. I've done it.
All right, let's roll the next. Oh, wait. Did we get everybody's opinion on that one? Matt, what was your thing? Was it A, B, or C?
I think Rachel and Brendan are perfect for each other. They're both so fucked up. It's like a perfect little match. I think they're good together. I like them. I support them.
A, B, or C, motherfucker?
None of the above. I think she should have gone on Big Brother. It makes her crazy and funny, and the Brenchel, I love the whole thing. I'm all bought into it. Team Brenchel.
I go with A. I agree. They're perfect for each other. They totally deserve each other.
Yeah.
Shannon, where are you lying here? A, B, or C?
Well, as long as A doesn't affect the fact that she would have still eventually met Brendan, if she could have met him somehow outside the house, because I do think they're good together, then I go with A, because then she doesn't have to worry about what people think of her job.
Shannon, if your man cheated on you with another man on Skype and then posted a YouTube video boo-hooing, would you accept a ring from Swarovski as an engagement ring and propose marriage?
Cheated with another man on Skype, how?
The man was posing as a woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then she taped. You didn't know about this?
No.
This Molly that was a man got Brendan jacking off on Skype. Actually, James Ryan too. That's what I was giving him shit before. It was both of them. Taped them and released it. So then Rachel went and made Brendan make a video and make it public where he's crying and saying he's sorry and I'll put my balls in a jar for you. And it was on TMZ. Julie Chen even talked about it on The Talk and all this other shit. But it turned out that this Molly was really a man. It wasn't even, he was playing a video on his screen to show Brendan to get him to drop his pants, which is, the whole thing is just real. This shows how fucked up people on the internet are, period.
Yeah, I mean, nobody said that they're extremely bright. We just think they're really good together.
Good answer, good answer. Let's roll the next video mailbag.
Hey, Evanick, it's me again. And by the way, it's at Voice of Poker on Twitter. Voice of Poker, all one word. So at me. God damn it, I want to follow. And to all your guests today, thanks for being here, man, making the Dick at Night show cool. Because we all know Dick is the man. But Shelly's playing a great game right now. I got to give her props. I didn't think she had it in her. Yeah,
he sounds like Shelly.
Bitch, but you know what? Hey. She's a lion bitch who's got control of the house right now.
She's a mother.
Does.
And a wife.
Her, when I think it's the opposite, man. I think Jordan may make it all the way again. We've got to stop this. I love Jordan.
Is this a question or a statement?
I know. I'm thinking the same thing.
She can't
confession.
Yeah, here it comes.
Right, man. We need somebody with some stones to step up and play the game. I'm afraid it's going to be Brenchel back together again. Because I think America's vote's going to go to Brendan. I don't know whether he's sadistic or people just really love him. I know there's really...
Just book this guy on the show, Dick.
Believe it or not,
Let him talk.
Him and I are the only 47-year-olds in the world.
I put him and Kalia in a room together.
Get into this so much, and,
they'll eat each other.
You love it. I love your guests, man. I love your show. I wish you had been there for 13. Because we heard the dynamic.
Don't you screen these first?
We couldn't wait.
It's not my job. This is Fetus's job. Actually, I think Matt's supposed to be doing this. Wasn't that you or
hey,
I played the fifth.
Show, Dick, and I'm a huge fan. I did radio and TV for years before I was.
He sounds like Wolfman Jack. Okay, thank you. Next video mailbag.
Look at his resume now.
Hey,
make it a question, will you guys?
Mike again. If you could switch places with anyone in the house, who would it be and why, and how would you change the game that they're playing right now?
Okay, first off, Ravens suck. It's Jets, Jets. If you could switch places with anyone in the house, Lawan, Adam, who would you choose, Matt?
I'd want to switch places with Rachel just to live a day in her head.
Oh my God.
Just to see what that's like.
All day long.
And just to make out with Brendan all day.
Really, what Matt's
you want
saying
to
is
dry hump him.
you would like to dry hump Matt all or Brendan all day?
Try about anything. Yeah, I'd love to just be Rachel. I'd love to be Rachel for a day, just to see what that's like.
I would love to be Jordan just so I could like grope Jeff and then not really have a worry in the world.
Jordan and Jeff don't grope ever though. They don't even touch. They don't do anything, do they?
What? I'm confused. Like, seriously. That would be great. No stresses.
Yeah, no stresses, no worries, no thoughts.
Yeah.
At all.
Bingo.
Shannon, who would you want to switch places with in the house?
Well, I was going to say Jordan because she's in the best position and she gets to look at Jeff all day long. So she's kind of in a win-win situation.
Oh. Okay.
She's in the best position.
Yeah, doggy style.
No,
that
that's
way you
Rachel.
can keep her face buried in a...
Yeah.
Do Jordan and Jeff hook up and stuff, or are they like all Brady all the time kind of a deal?
They're Brady.
Yeah? That's so
I mean, it's
weird.
cute. It's cute.
It's
it really
cute.
is.
I mean, I guess
but like,
it
how
is,
do you
but-
not? How do you not?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you
seriously.
need
I mean,
some-
they're both attractive people. I would be
They
on
live-
that.
And Jeff's
They
like an
just-
alpha male, you know, like Jeff's an alpha male. He needs vagina, you know he does.
Jeff's
Like,
been
what's
in
going on with
Vietnam.
this?
Jeff's been in Vietnam, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He knows what
Uh-huh.
it's like.
I'm sure.
He wasn't fighting in Vietnam. He was doing around the world for free, eating like a barbecued dog, okay?
Like, seriously.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Jeff and Jordan live in two different states, number one. I'm not being mean, so no Jeff and Jordan fans give me any shit. Fuck you. But they're moving to LA, I think, after the show. And I think it's going to be a little much for Jordan, and I think it's going to be a little overwhelming for Jeff. I don't...
No, Jeff's been there before. He has a lot of friends there. He knows a lot of people, so Jeff's going to be fine. Jordan's going to have to acclimate to all the people that he knows already, which might be a little difficult.
And good luck
Jeff
with that
can't-
one.
Oh, God. Jordan doesn't
So,
even know what acclimate means. She's going to think she has to, like, work out or something. Oh, good Lord.
I don't see Jordan. How's Jordan ever going to get a fucking job out in LA?
She's going to win another $500,000. She won't need to work.
Oh, that's true. Okay, good question. Question answered. I'm watching Rachel give Brendan a massage. I'm about to throw up, so I have to change the feed. I'm changing the feed to the depressed purple room with Danny and Kalia both with their head in their knees. I wonder what's taking so long for them to set up the next HOH. You know they got to be doing it tonight.
Yeah, they wouldn't wait until Showtime is on, probably. I don't think.
I think that they have to get it done before Showtime goes on.
Well, and
Well, they
Showtime
have
goes
to
on
wait.
at 1 o'clock tonight, East Coast 1 o'clock. So
They're rigging all the questions just right so that
Oh, so wait, Showtime's going on at a later time than normal tonight?
yeah, it's at 1, so they have 2 hours.
Okay. So that's they're
Shannon
going to
with
do it
the
in between.
info.
Look at you. I know. Inside
very nice, very
dirt. How
nice.
about that?
Not
Someone's a
only is
super
she
fan.
hot, she's smart, and she has the inside scoop on Big Brother. How old are you now? I'm asking your age. It's out there on IMDb and everywhere anyway.
Me?
Yeah, you. Who else? I don't give a fuck how old Matt is.
You can.
Oh, she's like, are you not telling me?
No. Why would I?
No. Oh.
Why
Okay,
would I?
somebody, I'm in the Stickum chat rooms. Can somebody tell me, go on IMDb and tell me how old Shannon Elizabeth is, please? I'll have it in 2 seconds.
Wait,
Um,
do you have an
What are you
IMDb?
going to do with the information?
Yes. Oh, nothing. I'm just curious. 100 years old, it says.
Yes, it does.
I see 137. I see 132. Matt, Mary Reagan, please. Derek, you're an idiot.
That's Wikipedia.
Well, Wikipedia. I know you have an IMDb as well. Oh, wait. Here comes IMDb. That's a very cute picture on IMDb there.
Very cute.
Thanks.
Yes, I have an IMDb. I didn't put it together. You have one too. Everybody here has one, except for
Yeah,
Matt,
I
I
think
think.
so.
I don't need a fucking IMDb. What am I doing? Nothing.
I was.
No one wants to hire
no,
me.
they actually they just do it. You didn't make yours up.
Oh,
did
do
you?
that?
Yeah.
Someone
I-
does
You
it.
can go on and fix yours. Somebody just does it, and then when they do it wrong and they put all this shit that's not even yours, then you find a way to go fix it.
So you can make your own IMDb. Like I could just go and say I'm in movies and shit. And then, like,
but all of your credits have to be checked out and verified, right?
Well, to some degree, that's the thing. Is sometimes there's a bunch of bullshit up there that you're not doing, that somebody has submitted saying you're doing, and then you have to fight to get it down.
Matt, so you're not doing a snuff film with Reagan?
No, that's legit.
That's what I read on your IMDb.
He's doing some gay porn with Steven from Big Brother 10. They're doing a gay
who
porn
hasn't?
rodeo.
Who hasn't?
You should go do it in jail with Adam, because that would be good for you.
Adam and Maddie.
By the way, it's the people in the jails that voted fucking Brendan back. They have his poster up and shit.
Oh my god! See, I
don't know if you're allowed to say this, but do you guys really think that all of those votes were votes, or do you think that it was whoever was going to make for the best viewing?
I think we're allowed to give our opinions on the issue.
I'm under contract. You two go ahead.
What's your opinion, Matt? Mm-hmm.
No, honestly, I called Brendan. I said if Rachel stays in the game, it's going to be Brendan back, whether he got voted in or not. It's just happening. But then as I started thinking about it, I mean, you got the Jeff and Jordan voters that are all going to do Brendan. You got the Rachel Brendan that are going to do Brendan. He kind of had all the numbers going in his favor. So while I do believe it was legit, I think it would have been that way no matter what anyway.
And I guess he had 2 seasons of fans, so last season and this season. So
it's amazing that they have any fans. I mean, honestly, if they never grace my television again, I could not be any happier. And I mean this in all sincerity. And when Rachel and Brendan, you're watching this, sorry, I think you guys are cool outside the house, but you were there when I met Rachel, right, for the first time, Matt?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, and Rachel goes, Dick, I'm a really big fan. And I was like, I wish I could say the same, but everybody's different outside the house. Yeah. And everybody's like, I can't believe you said that. Well, what am I going to lie to her? I fucking hated her on her season. And you know what? I hate her on this season. And last season, I actually liked Brendan. This season, I actually fucking hate Brendan. So
I like Brendan more this season than last.
I don't have anybody to root for. I feel like this almost every season now. And, last season I didn't have anybody to root for. I hated you last season, but everybody's dipping outside the house. I even hate you more now that I know you.
See? It gets worse. Don't listen to him, Jude.
All right, let's roll another video mailbag here. Is this a picture or is it a mailbag?
Hi, my name is Crystal, and I was wondering, do you think that Rachel wants to flip to Danielle and Kalia's side when she was making that deal the other night, or do you think that she was just trying to play both sides? Thank you.
Well, that question was answered tonight, and Rachel was giving Danielle and Kalia a big middle finger because she played both of them, and both of them were completely, utterly clueless. Why the fuck did Danielle vote for Luan? Somebody please help me with this. Matt.
Because I think it was in the bag anyway, and it's like, why the fuck now? You know, they knew what was going on.
They really thought that they had the votes, though. All week long, they really thought they had the votes. No, they absolutely thought they had the votes. They thought they had Adam. They thought they had Portia, and with her, and if it was a tie, then Kalia the Hutt was going to break the tie, and so on and so forth. And it just is like ridiculous.
Let me ask you this, and related to that last video mail question: do you think if Brendan didn't come back in the house, Rachel would have gone and kind of hung with Danny and Kalia, or would she have still stuck with Jeff and Jordan?
No. That bitch is vengeful. Come on.
She's been in an alliance with Jeff and Jordan from the beginning. Their alliance hasn't wavered. It hasn't cracked. It is what it is, and they're a bunch of idiots. I like the fact that after the veto is even played is when they go to Rachel and try to make a deal. This is at the point where I tell the HOH, go fuck yourself. You have no power over me. You just have a fucking bed to sleep in, and after tomorrow, you're going to be in a have-not room anyway. So kiss my ass.
Did you see today, Kalia was trying to get Rachel to come upstairs, and she sent Shelly to tell Rachel come upstairs, and Rachel was like, fuck that bitch. I loved her for that one.
And then she came downstairs and said, Shelly, did you tell her I wanted to talk to her? Like she's up in the queen. There's another thing that we talked about before. Danielle and Kalia have not left the goddamn HOH in 2 weeks. Like literally. They camped out in the HOH, separating themselves from everyone. How do you know what the hell is going on in the house?
Stupid.
It's so ridiculous. When I was HOH, I didn't even sleep in the HOH. I slept in my bed and gave it to other people to sleep in because I didn't give a shit. HOH, I mean, it's good to put people up, but she was afraid to even put people up. Kalia is the biggest waste of skin, like really, that's been in that house.
A lot of skin.
A lot of skin. Good point. Let's roll the next video mailbag, and we can. I didn't hear the 2-minute warning yet. We must have a little bit of time.
Hi, you guys. This is a question for me, obviously. I'm really mad at the new challenges. Like, the POV suck. Rolling a damn ball 300 times is pathetic that Adam could possibly win. And everyone made a big deal about Jeff winning when he doesn't win shit. Like, what? WTF? My question for you is, compared to the challenges y'all did, do you think they've dumbed down the challenges a lot, a little bit, or do you think it's fair? Thank you, Total Fan. Bye.
Well, thank you, Total Fan. Hi. Okay, the challenges. It's a good point. They've rehashed a lot of challenges, but they've come up with some originals, like walking across a plank, chewing bubble gum, and sticking it on a chalkboard.
Yeah, no, I mean, compared to my season, which was season 4 and super budget, I would say the challenges are better, but it's still dumbed down because everything involves like bananas and hot dogs and balls, and it's just too easy. Like, come on, give us some more credit.
It's all cheese. Big Brother's all cheese. This is why I get into it with the Survivor, the past Survivor castaways, is because their challenges look really rough and rugged, and you're dirty, and your skins, your knees are skinned, and you have Jeff Probst going, and Rob is literally carrying his family on his back. And
come on!
Yeah, it's all all this bullshit. They're swinging on ropes, and here we got okay, hang on to a banana as long as you can while we're squirting chocolate syrup on you. Walk across a plank, chewing bubblegum and sticking it on a chalkboard. Pulling somebody up to do a puzzle, and I mean, what else is the caterpillar, butt fuck competition, where Brendan ends up with skin knees for a week. They're so all gross. Just like goofy TNA looking competitions, but I mean, the fucking, the 2-minute warning. But they are tough. Am I lying about this, Matt? I mean, look at, you had the same as the ski.
They are. Yeah, they're a lot harder than they look on TV, I think, in general, the challenges. I remember just being a fan of the show, being like, oh, it's not too hard. And then, of course, they copy every challenge. So you actually get to do the challenges that you were like, oh, it's not hard. And they're fucking hard, man. They're a lot harder than you would.
I don't care what it is.
POV looked really hard. You drop it once, you start over. When you drop it, when you panic,
yeah, that sucks.
98.
What? Yeah, and what's up with that? Like, why on earth would you stop when there's a chance that someone might trip and fall?
I know,
and they're at 0.
Why was she cheering Jeff on? Like, the whole thing is crazy. Kalia is the worst.
Yeah, that made no sense.
She is an absolute idiot.
She looked like a linebacker cheering Jeff on. I was like, whoa, does she
have
fucking
the whole
shoulder pads
cheering
on?
Jeff on. Yay, Jeff! Yay, Jeff! Hold on, I'll show you me shaving my vagina later. If you missed that was on the feeds. It was you saw it. Shannon saw it.
It was on. Yeah, it was on Showtime.
Oh, was that so horrible or what? She has to move the thigh fat to try to get into the shave. I turned off my TV, went on Twitter, and said, okay, I had to turn off Big Brother After Dark. Kalia the Heart was shaving her.
Danielle in the room when it all started.
And then Danielle had to run out of the room.
I can't.
Yeah, I said that I would rather shove a baseball bat in my dick hole than watch that. It was just like the most horrible thing I've ever seen. Okay, we got the 2-minute warning. So let's. Did we answer the question of that video mailbag?
Yes.
What the hell was it? I forgot.
About the POV. The challenge.
Oh, the POV.
Oh, yeah. We
Why was she in the
off on
pitch
a
black?
tangent.
Turn lights on in her house.
Yeah,
Did you see Michelle last week? She looked like she was in a cave when she called in.
Oh, you know them by
Costas?
name.
No.
Costas. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Costas. Yes. I think it was her opium den. Okay, roll the next video mailbag. I wasn't even expecting that, but thank you. Does that mean that we're out of video mailbags? Go ahead and play that one more time.
Thanks, Pat.
my God.
Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to say that that's it. We're going to call it a show. Shannon, thank you very much for showing up. Matt, it's always a pleasure. June,
for having me.
I'm always tweeting back and forth with June. I'm always ripping on Matt, and I'm always like flirting with Shannon Elizabeth. So check us all out on Twitter.
Seriously,
And,
Shannon's the best non-house guest you could ever have. She's actually informed. Props
Yes.
to you, girl.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
impressed.
have you. I want to have you do another show with us, and I'm going to bring Ross Matthews and you both on the
Okay.
same show. Ross is a huge fan, and he's great to have as well.
Yeah,
So
you're the
next
real
week,
deal.
next
Pretty
Thursday,
impressive.
boys and girls, we're going to have Sam Levine, who was on Freaks and Geeks, Not Another Teen Movie, and most recently in Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards. Go to rtvzone.com and check out all the merch and bullshit we have up there. Shannon, you got anything to plug? Oh, I threw her off here.
No, it's not. Nothing important yet.
I have something to plug.
Your ass.
I love you.
And Matt has the same thing to plug.
Yeah, I'll plug anything.
So thanks, boys and girls, and we will see you Sunday, when we find out who is the next HOH and if Danielle and Kalia are on the block like we all think they're going to be. See you next time.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Dick.
Shannon.